Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, within the scope of the UniMET project, me and Captain Dr. Demirel made some visits to some partner countries. The aim of the visit was to monitor and ensure the implementation of UniMET within the institutions goes according to the agreed plan, and to pinpoint the good practice of partner MET institutions for the intended benchmark. We have visited first Lithuanian Maritime Academy, and the same week, in the second half of the 26th to 27th of January, visited Satakunta University of Applied Science in Finland. And in March, we visited Faculty of National Political Science of Barcelona in Spain. And finally, Maritime Institute Willem Brands in Netherlands. During the visits, existing quality systems of each MET, including their quality improvements and enhancements, teaching and assessment issues, student progression and achievement, samples of students' assessed work, student support and guidance matters, institutions' learning resources, and the institution's good practices with regard to all above mentioned aspects were reviewed, observed, and discussed with partners. Program structures of all METs. International Convention of Standards of Training, Certification and Watch Keeping, SCCW, includes the minimum requirements of the education and training of seafarers, as explained before previous speakers. SCCW Convention is established in 1978, amended in 1995, and recently in 2010. Based on those minimum requirements, IMO has developed model courses to assist MET institutions in organizing their own education and training programs. It should be kept in mind that model courses are merely guidelines to be followed, not to exclude any basic and important issue from the course syllabuses. In addition to those minimum requirements, all other international, national, and awarding body requirements are to be followed and included into training programs by related partners MET institutions. Therefore, first project activity was to investigate the compliance of all partners MET programs initially with the existing IMO 704 and 703 model courses contents. During the monitoring visits, all partners programs were cross-referenced with competence requirements of the SCCW. This was to ensure that the minimum standards set for SCCW for seafarers at operational level are being met and maintained. I would like just to show an example of this cross-reference is made. This is, on the left side, you see IMO model course curricula for engineering officer of watch. According to code, course subject, course code, sub-course subject, and related guided learning hours foreseen by IMO model courses. On the right side, just as an example, to the curricula, engineering department, managing department, shows the guided learning hours and cross-referencing. In the bottom, beyond what STCW foresees, additional local requirements to be met, foreseen by our maritime administration. You see, total learning hours foreseen by IMO is 1,540, and in total, what we applied to them was 1,760 plus 525 hours, which is about to include also Turkish national requirements. It's also observed that All partner countries visited delivered their MET programs to satisfy local national requirements foreseen by their maritime administrations and or Minister of National Education. All MET institutions possess a quality system and are accredited by a national and or an awarding body and subject to periodic audit visits. It's stated during the visit that EMSA, as it is explained by Professor Ziyarettin during his speech, the importance and role of EMSA, paid several visits to Lithuanian Maritime Academy and Netherlands and did not find any major deficiency with regard to their implementation of STCW requirements. Mainly, all MET institutions visited are applied science faculties, academies, subordinated to their universities. In general, the training standards are in line with the minimum requirements set forth by IMO, and all course, unit, or module contents already adjusted or being adjusted in accordance with the Bologna process. Finland and Netherlands seem very close to be in line with STCW 2010 requirements in terms of new requirements of BRM and ARM training and sea training applications. Both countries' sea training applications for deck and marine departments are 12 months. On the other hand, Lithuania and Spain are in the process of implementing the new requirements in their existing territory. During our visits, we also made observations how they use their learning resources for the materialization of their existing curricula. Netherlands has a well-equipped and in-house developed, which they are very proud of, saying that they develop their own laboratories in-house, electricity and electrotechnical laboratories. There are two sets of laboratories aligned for the requirements of the students for first year and second year education. Hydraulic and pneumatic laboratories, including refrigeration and air conditioning units, mechanical workshop and welding facilities in different locations to provide the necessary practical training foreseen in STCW code. There are also very good examples of cooperation and collaboration with industry and the MET institutions. There's a container donated by one of the companies used for training purposes, the container refrigeration unit. Suitable equipment to support firefighting and life-saving courses are also provided. Available spaces are used very effectively to locate simulators and laboratories. You see, there is an engine maintenance workshop situated on an outside location. For maintenance work included as well. There are Wärtsilä diesel engines with the tools and dismantling equipment provided within this facility. There are facilities for maintenance work, training on engines and other equipment. You see from inside the Wärtsilä engines, it's possible to see, because all equipment are cut, to be able to provide good insight how the engine functions. Most of the equipment is cut to facilitate the visual perception of the function of the engine and individual engine parts. There are also hydraulic pumps, gear pumps, purifiers, different diesel engine parts, such as cylinder liners, cylinder heads, fuel pumps, etc. within this facility. There are also necessary tools for maintenance work also provided for training purposes. If we change to Finland, we have seen also similar facilities there, but I'm going to show something about their machine shop and welding facilities. It's very well equipped and well above SCCW requirements as far as our observations. You see the welding equipment, at the same time having safety aspects included as well from health point of view. Machine maintenance and operating facilities are also very well equipped. There are two versatile diesel engines. Generators are fully functional and operative and can be connected to a switchboard for use live simulation of ship functions. There's also good maintenance facilities embedded in the facility. Different fuel pumps, electric-driven compressors, purifiers, valves, and other available equipment are used for maintenance and training purposes. There is a full operational steam boiler facility that produces steam at 13 bar dedicated to training. They're all connected to the switchboard. The power generated by those systems are connected to this real switchboard and available for the training. Hydraulic, pneumatic, refrigeration, and laboratories are well equipped and functional. You see a watertight door operating system. It's also donated one of the shipping companies for training purposes. The training institution. Electronic and automatic laboratories are used for training and assessment as well as. It's also observed that one cadet and lots of cadets are being assessed on a laboratory setup. These are all good practices we have observed that can be benchmarked and applied all other methods institutions within this project. At this point, I'm going to turn the platform to Captain Demirel to go further, going on with sea training and other applications and observations we have seen